Wow, what a start. We went way forward. I don't know where we're at, but I passed a lot of cars.
Newest driver to the route.
There you go, man. What do you think?
So can I take it home?
No! I'm not taking this thing home.
Man.
Oh, let's go.
You guys are awesome.
Absolutely. All right, well, first fan of the weekend. Here we are at Sonoma. It's first race weekend for SRO. I got a new team, new look. I'm with the RS1 group and Eric Fulgaris for the 2024 season. I can't be more stoked. Just behind my boy here, Andrew, we got the new car, 28. So I'm fired up. I'm in the CBDW car. You might have seen this a couple seasons back. McAleer and Fulgaris made this thing famous by putting it up top and winning the championship. I'm super stoked to be in the seat this year. It's an honor to be with this group. Look at the guys back here. Make all of this happen. Boys, say what's up.
What's up? What's up? Hi.
But yeah, so we're here at Sonoma. We did a test day on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. It's been too long for me to remember. And unfortunately, the new surface came up. So over the last couple days, they've had to pull all of that pavement back up. And during that time, it started to hail, rain, and the conditions have been terrible. And they're now trying to relay that pavement while all that's going on. Where does that leave us? Well, standing here twiddling our thumbs, waiting to get back on track. Pace this weekend has been set by the BMW and the Supra. We're fastest Porsche, and that's always our goal. We're feeling very confident about the race, but we don't know where we'll truly stand until we're out there. So a lot to learn, a lot coming for it. A lot ahead of us for the weekend, but we're feeling good. That's it. It's cut. All right, guys, so we're out on the track. New service went in. They actually paved this track just a couple months ago, and we were really surprised to see it come up. There was a pothole coming up where you could see all the way down to the bottom surface. Eric actually caught it on his flying lap, so as he was coming into this final corner, he was 3/10 up. Wheel dropped in there, picked up all of the loose debris, and it caused him to go wide, lost the lap. It was starting to tear up more. Biggest issue with it is it can cause damage, it can cause cars to lose control, tire failures, all of that, but I think just if we allowed the event to go, the extent of the damage would have been a lot greater. So I think everyone's out, well, I know everyone's out here now because we're all curious to see how this new pavement took. The GR Cup was just out and they ran. It looks like the pavement stayed, but they were slipping and sliding. You can see all the guys out here just like touching the pavement. I'm sure this would look hilarious if you were looking down at all of these guys walking around just staring at pavement. Everyone's just trying to kind of feel with their feet for grip, check for any texture differences, any, imperfections in the pavement. Right now, honestly, it looks pretty good. We won't really know until the higher horsepower cars get out there. The GRs, they have good sticky tires and, they can pull up pavement, but the GT3 cars are really the concern. Not only from the downforce, but the energy they generate into the ground. A lot of the times they're scraping the ground with their diffusers and splitters, which is going to break up this top layer, and then it's going to start to suck it up with those ground effects, or pull it up, I should say. But yeah, I'm not sure. It's an interesting, we just heard an official, we asked an official, what do you think of the surface? He's like, I don't know. So I think everyone's just kind of shoulder shrug, point, ready to race, but we're not sure what this pavement's going to do. I want to race so bad. I only got like 6 laps in the car. So I come from the BMW. The BMW coasts very well. Being a turbo car and an automatic, it has a lot of forgiveness when you're off throttle, I should say. The Porsche, very high strung, very different gears. The second you come off, you feel a ton of engine braking, and that decels you very quickly. So that's the biggest adaptation I'm going through, besides the fact that the cabin's a lot smaller than the BMW and a lot hotter. That's just kind of the differences right off the bat. Only done 6 laps, so I still have a lot to find in the car. Did manage to be the fastest Porsche on track. Eric and I are very similar in pace. Eric and I talked about who would hold the driver 1 role and the driver 2 role for this event. Typically we go off fastest time. This one we didn't really have enough time to generate those results. I don't think it was fair with the little amount of track time that we did to get that kind of read on it. For this race, Eric asked to be driver 2 and I was cool with it. So Eric's gonna represent us as driver 2. I'll start as driver one this event, and you might see that switch throughout the year. But a big part of this year is continuing my momentum, but also helping my teammate Eric to break free of kind of the stigma of being the opening guy for McAleer in the past. They've had a killer run together, both great drivers, but McAleer is off into the gold realm now, driving GT3 cars, and Eric and I are here still fighting for our ride. So this is going to be a big year for us to try to put those results together and create more momentum to move towards GT3. So that's where our goals are at and where our head's at. I feel really confident that we got one of the best teams in the paddock. We got great equipment and we got good people behind it. So that's all it really takes. Now we just need to create results and consistency. That's all I got for you right now. See you in a little bit.
After one session at GR Cup, and by the way, they never looked at it, but up there's all fucked up as well.
So we'll wake up tomorrow to that. Glorious. Thanks for waiting, everybody.
Everything else looks okay until a GT3 car goes on it, and then it won't be. If you get down the inside of somebody in the chicane, be prepared that they're coming through the second part of the chicane into your driver's door.
That's how I come here, prepared. Time is finally here. So after a long delay for the track repairs, Saturday morning we're about to take our practice 2. They actually canceled qualifying, so the way it's going to work is it's a 45-minute session. It's basically the car has to come with the full fuel load. We can't touch the car after it hits the pit lane. We can make minor tweaks to the suspension, wing, all of that stuff. But the big thing is they don't want to see the car go back in the paddock, have people change it around, add weight, whatever, get around technical inspection. So right now I'm going to start off practice 1, going to go out on some old tires, set our pit timer, come back, do a couple flyers, and then they're gonna throw me on some stickers. After I run my sticker laps, we're gonna get Eric in, then Eric's gonna go for his flying lap. After that, we'll see if we can't find some refinements and get our averages over a few laps. This is a unique situation where we don't have to use the tire we qual on to race. So we'll probably run more laps than we typically would in a qualifying session. That being said, we also didn't have a whole lot of practice, so we're still down on track time to something we would have in a normal weekend. Boys did a lot to get the car sharp. We went very different directions. We made the car very loose, very tight, and we feel we've landed on a very good middle ground for the today. Now it's all about getting out there, verifying, trying to get the very best lap that we can out of it during this session so that we can qualify as far forward. I'm going to start as driver 1 this race. Eric will be our driver 2. I'll start today's race at the afternoon at 5. Tomorrow Eric will start and I'll finish. So that's kind of what we got going on. Cayman's looking good. It's looking fast. It always works better in cold weather. As the heat comes, it definitely very much affects this Cayman. So we're hoping that the weather stays cool. Other unknown variable is how is this pavement going to hold up? We've already seen it come up in the past, so hopefully it stays down so that we can make it to race 2. But that's where we're at. Wish us luck and we'll see you at the end. Alright, back from qual. I feel like the boys killed it on setup. The Porsche might be lacking a little bit in straight line, not because of the car, but because of our balance of performance this weekend. I think we're maximizing. We're like 7 tenths clear of the next Porsche. I might have left a couple tenths on the board, but I feel like I really put together a nice lap there for what we had. The Supra is unreal fast. It is definitely its time in the BOP to shine. So we're gonna have to do whatever we can to combat their straight line speed, but we got a great package, great driver, great team, so a lot can happen. Let's see where this goes. Maybe things will change. Eric's out there now. I did a 42.2. That's a second better than I did in practice, so I'm happy with that improvement. I had a huge slide. We'll see if we can clip that for you guys on my outlap. Came into 7 and it snapped out on me, and I was able to ride that slide all the way to the apex. It cost me a couple tenths, but made it stick. So interested to see what Eric can do, what his feedback is on the car. We're trying different things gear-wise in a couple corners. We're kind of in between gears, so I think verifying which gear is best for that right now is also one of our priorities. But yeah, thank you to RS1, thank you to Porsche, thank you to everyone that made it happen this weekend. My family back at home, super excited to be here. That was super fun. I'm not getting it to coast enough. I'm used to the BMW coasting so much better, so when I come out of this I just get huge engine braking. So now I just got to get it to that
BMW actually gets away from you a little. Yeah.
So I just need to fix that, but I can get more. I just need to adapt faster.
So I could attack the entry of carousel and get to the middle and pick the power up and have pretty bad understeer on exit. I had decent speed up into 1.
I feel like that's inherent though. And I don't want to lose stability up once. If you start getting to where you're sliding, then you're going to be way hard to be consistent.
Sure.
I blame the racetrack. If we would have had practice, I don't get stupid ideas.
Thanks. I have to send it to load up the racetrack.
Roland bailed on practice 2 to go to LA real quick. He's back though. All right, well, we just caught some bad news, got back. There at the end, Kai Van Berlo hopped in for the last lap, became the fastest Porsche on track, which is always our goal, so bummed on that. But to top it off, Series came back and said they couldn't identify which laps were mine because the driver ID didn't show me versus Eric in the car. So basically looked like Eric ran the whole session, meaning my lap time was DQ'd. As of now, we'll be starting from the back. Kind of racing, obviously not ideal, but not devastating as well. Just more cars in between us. We were dead last in class anyway, mid-pack, so to speak, pace-wise. Right now, we're seeing all other brands in front of us, no Porsches, or I should say there is one Porsche in front of us, but no Porsches towards the top of the field. Definitely not the friendliest BOP to the Porsche this weekend, part of the game, but yeah, frustrating to have to start further back than the result we just put in. So now we got a couple hours in between qual and the race, so to maximize efficiency, we're gonna go ahead and start doing some driver change practice. We did well during our hot change on the pit lane. We had 10 seconds to spare, which is more than enough, but we're gonna see if we can't get a little bit better while we have time to kill. Other than that, we're kind of just seeing what we can do to work with the series. Maybe they'll find a way to use video evidence or something to recover my lap times, but as of now, it looks like that's what it is, and this is what we're gonna be doing. So hats off to the crew, they did an awesome job. It's not a reflection of the team, just kind of one of those things that in the mix of the chaos with all the practice sessions being canceled, we never really got to test some of these things, so it was missed in the downtime. But yeah, no one's fault, we just got to make up for it now. So I've always raced better than I qual, just decided to add a little more challenge to my day.
3261, that was better, but he never hung the belt up. You sat on it. I didn't want to stop you. You found it, obviously, and you didn't panic, but we got to make sure that that right belt is up in the air. Yeah. loosen that belt, okay. Yeah, they're uneven, it's not in the middle. We gotta make it easier for him to find that loop to release that side, the passenger side.
We went way forward. I don't know where we're at, but I passed a lot of cars. Did a killer job, found more pace out of the car, brought it home fifth. That's a huge recovery for us, and we're gonna learn from it. So I'm gonna go catch him here, see what he thinks, and see what we find. You like that? Yeah, sick. They never saw my times, the thing didn't work. So I would have been fourth.
Are you f***ing serious, dude?
Yeah. I had an epic drive from the back.
That was cool, man.
That was
cool. Killed it.
Thanks, man. I tried my best to keep it clean, leave you something. I think that's going to be an exciting one to watch.
Yeah.
Dude,
well, thanks. And you fucking killed it.
Yeah.
It got really tight, man.
Super tight, right?
I lost so much time through the middle of the carousel. I was consistently 2.5, 3/10 up by that point, and I would come out of it. If I came out of it up still, I'd be half a tenth up. I tried driving in with less speed. I tried charging in harder to get the min speed to delay to the middle.
Right.
And then it's just
coast right in the middle, right?
And the Mercedes, the red one when he got by me, turned in similarly to what we do. And then he got to the bottom and he stayed there the whole time. No understeer, like I saw that and I was like, and because he was better a couple of other places, but by a little bit. Right. But there it was, whew.
Yeah, that dude was fast. Dude.
That was awesome.
We made a hell of a
comeback. I feel like we made everything we could out of this.
Yeah. No.
I'm not disappointed about that at all.
No, that was a hell of a drive. Dude.
I think we ended up being the fastest Porsche. So with what we have,
we put on a show from the back.
That's all we can hope for.
Well, we get good POPs. He's good. Zach had a hell of a drive. He drove really well. Ken drove well. Did Gonzalez, didn't I call it? I was like, you put PVC pipes on the back of that thing. Oh, dude, he almost lost it on the in-lap. Did you hear about that? No. So he comes to the wall to celebrate with his crew, and he lifts as he turns to the wall, and it fucking snaps. Full smoke, white smoke, and he catches it.
Exactly what Tyler Gonzalez has done. Victory in Pirelli GT4 America to Smooch Racing, John Jesbray.
So if that was on purpose, Gonzalez, that was epic. If it wasn't, it was still epic same. Because you would have broke the internet with that one. This track, ask my dad, all 3 seasons we've started here, I've had to start from the back. We had a sensor failure one year. Last year
we're here, they come after them every
my dad's like, I swear they have a thing. I'm like, I don't have a thing.
We've always had really great snow.
I'm the bad luck. Damn it.
No.
Hell of a day. My boy killed it. Put a second on me. Made me look like a chump out there,
He
dude.
made the most of it. He was in traffic. He fucking killed us.
Let's go. I was like, damn it, but I can't break the column.
So tempted to just
I know.
ball it right
Yeah.
there. This guy up there, this guy, dude.
Blocked in. Like, go! Go, leave it, bro! Go! Just driving him in.
And now you're just rolling into this Aston. First gear.
All right, what is up, fam? We're back for race 2. We're here at Sonoma Raceway. Yesterday we wrapped up with the P7 and 4th in class. Eric did an amazing job, found an extra second there in the late race stint. Today, another unfortunate situation with having to start at the back, even though